Welcome. Today we're doing an update video on Rome Dao, the Grand APYRPG vision that's launched on Moonriver last month. A little bit, some updates on the everything that's gone on with the DAO, some of the progress on the APYRPG, their grand strategy game, price action, and where it's all headed. But before we dive into that, remember to click subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll send you these videos whenever I have a cool update in DeFi and crypto. And just remember, too, that I'm not a financial advisor, okay? Everything on this channel is purely for educational purposes only. This is just stuff that I'm interested in. Always be a big boy or a big girl and ape responsibly. It's scary out there in the dungeon. There's rugs, scams happening all the time. So remember, if you're getting invested in these things, only throw in the kind of money that you would throw down at a bar on a Friday night, the kind of money that you don't mind lighting on fire. All right, so let's dive into this. But before I go too much deeper on this project, I want to give you a quick update. Right now, happening in my Discord is a giveaway for a one-of-one Enter the Dungeon Warp.bond collaboration giveaway. So if you jump into my Discord below this link, you'll see the details for this giveaway. It's super easy to enter. You just have to jump through the link that we've got right here. And you will get an opportunity with a few quick actions on that giveaway landing page to win this awesome NFT. It's a Dungeon Warp.bond collaboration. The winner of this giveaway will have the opportunity to interact in their grand sci-fi metaverse style APY and staking pool. So you'll be able to take that starship and fly to different staking pools and reap the rewards from those different staking pools. So this is really cool. Just take a look at this beauty real quick. It's got the dungeon walls. It's got the Into the Dungeon logo. It's got all these different torches down the side, and that is one evil starship right in the metaverse. Props to my boy Razor, my one of the dungeon masters in the dungeon. He created this logo, so a lot of this artwork is all on him. So I gotta give Razor all the props for helping me make this. All right, so Rome Dao, what is it? What are the updates? What's going on? The website that you need to be on if you want to learn more about Rome is romedao.finance. Okay, that's the only official website that I'm aware of. Make sure on some scammer's website. All right. So what is it? Rome Dao is a fork of Ohm Olympus DAO on the Moonriver network. That means essentially that they forked the Ohm, the Olympus DAO contracts and rebuilt it, relaunched it on Moonriver, which is an EVM compatible parachain on Moonbeam Kusama. Okay, so in order to interact with this, you're going to need some funds on Moonriver in order to purchase Rome and to be able to play their game, their RPG. You're going to need the MetaMask wallet up here connected to the Moonriver network. There's plenty of guides out there to connect Moonriver to your MetaMask, so quick Google search should get you to what you need. That's not really the point of this video, more an update on the progress and what's going on. So beyond just being an Ohm fork, right? There's a ton of those. We've covered a ton of them on this channel. They're all over the place. Ohm fork season came and kind of went already. Essentially, these are rebase tokens where you can stake your capital and yield farm rewards in the form of rebases, typically 3 times a day. Rome Dao, basically, essentially the same mechanics in the rebasing stuff, but they're building something much different. They're building an entire RPG, right? An entire game built around the rebasing mechanics, which is why they call it an APYRPG. So this is already getting built. So there's people that are already staking their Rome in anticipation of those game mechanics that are basically, as far as I know, the first campaign is on schedule to launch within the next week or two, sometime mid-January. In order to participate, you're going to need at least 0.33 Rome staked in the protocol to join a campaign. Okay, so at current trading prices, a third of a Rome is roughly around $180. Okay, So you will need Rome to play this game, as far as I know. So this isn't, there's no other way that I know right now that you can play this game. So right now, what we know so far, and we'll cover a little bit about some speculation. Right now, you can get in here and you can join a campaign. I think you can click on Etruscans there, and you can start interacting already with this protocol, and you can choose your class, you can choose your character, you can choose your house, and you can start staking Rome Dao, okay? As of right now, there's not a lot more that we can say about the RPG itself. Essentially, we're looking at a class of NFTs that you can purchase, interact with, and use in the gameplay mechanics that are basically a series of campaigns that mimic or follow the path of the historical Roman Empire. Essentially, the first campaign being the Etruscans, moving into the Republic era and on into Imperial Rome. So the RPG itself should follow that timeline, as far as I know, on some level. Right now, what you can do is purchase Rome, connect your wallet, purchase Rome, so you can connect up here. And then you can take your Rome and you can stake it for some pretty healthy APYs in the 100 to 200,000% range. Earn Rome, and then you can buy and trade it. And within the next week or two, you should be able to use that staked Rome in the gameplay mechanics itself. Let's talk about the game itself a little bit, because we just don't know a lot right now. So we're kind of speculating. I mean, we have a few UI, a few screenshots, a few things that we've kind of been able to see so far. But one of the pieces of alpha that was dropped on their AMA today was that this is essentially going to be a grand strategy game, a grand RPG game in the vein of Crusader Kings or Risk. So basically, the main houses of Rome, which right now are Keck, Kusama, Kings, um, you know, just blanking out here real quick, but Consuls, Grapes, and a couple others. These houses, which are being aligned, players are aligning themselves to in the form of their staked funds, in the form of their NFTs. These are going to be battling for and vying for the supremacy of the upcoming empire and campaigning against other local hostiles, right? Like the Etruscans and all these other groups. So I think what we're going to eventually see is gameplay mechanics and gameplay UI and a gaming experience similar to what they have said, which is sort of like this Crusaders King style map RPG conquest game, which that's the kind of stuff that I actually love. And I don't think there's enough of that, especially on gaming consoles. It's definitely more of like a PC kind of a thing. But if they can build this right, where these different houses represented by these different stakers in Rome are using their funds to actually interact these grand strategy battles and conquer the peninsula, build the empire, I think it will be an amazing experience. What does APYRPG really mean? So the APY is the staking reward percentage mechanism that people get from staking. But how does that tie into gameplay? This is something that I'm trying to wrap my head around, and I think a lot of other people are as well. My best guess, and keep in mind this is just a guess, right? My best guess is that funds that are being staked by real world players in the Rome Dao contracts are going to be essential to those the war effort campaigns. So the more funds, right, that a house or a citizen of the empire or whatever has staked could feasibly correlate to the amount of resources that that person can contribute to the war effort, to their house. Of course, it's correlated to how many NFTs they can buy or claim or get through staking. But if you think about how a war effort would roll out in ancient times in ancient Rome, it's highly correlated to the amount of funds that the armies have and that the houses can pull up in the form of different armies. So I believe my best guess is that's how the APY will figure in to the RPG. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Real quick, so far, how to get involved, how to play, how to join the first campaign. So the first thing you're going to need to do, right, because this is all being built on the Moonriver network, you need to get funds over to Moonriver, and you're going to need to have your MetaMask ready to go with the Moonriver network already on it, right? There's plenty of tutorials out there for that, but it's the same as adding any other custom RPC and network to your MetaMask, right? You just add a few things, click go, and you're ready to go. But now what you need to do is get some funds over to Moonriver. So there's a few ways that you can do this. It's a little bit trickier because Moonriver is a relatively young chain. There's not a lot of liquid routes over to Moonriver, but a couple ways that you can do it are KuCoin and Binance. I believe both of them have Mover, the native token to Moonriver. You can buy some and you can send that over to your MetaMask wallet. That will give you what you need to start trading on Moonriver and have enough gas to perform the various transactions that you're going to need to do that. Okay, so once you've done that, again, there's plenty of tutorials out there, right, on how to get onto Moonriver. So not really the focus of this. One other route is Coinbase via Avalanche. Get some Avalanche. You can then swap it on like Relay Chain or any swap, I believe, and cross-chain it over to Moonriver. Okay, so there's other ways to do this. Once you're on Moonriver, swap for some frax. Okay, you need FRAX. This is the best way that you can get Rome. It's the most liquid route to Rome right now. From there, go to romedao.finance and click over to the correct pool to purchase Rome. Okay, there's a frax Rome pair pool. You're going to want to swap your frax for Rome at Solar Beam, but make sure. My suggestion, again, is go to romedao.finance first, find their link over to that pool, and buy it from there so you don't end up on a scam contract. Okay, once you have Rome, your next step is to stake your Rome at romedao.finance. So go back to Rome. You should have Rome in your wallet already. You're going to need to perform 2 transactions. This is the same as all other Ohm forks. Basically, approve usage of Rome in MetaMask and then stake Rome. That's your second transaction. Now, to get started with a campaign, okay, this is where the game mechanics will kick in, and you're still early to this. The game itself hasn't launched as of today, which I think is like the 9th or the 10th of January. It's coming up in the next week. You need to lock up 0.33 SROM in the campaign contract. So go to that campaign page at romedao.finance. Lock a 0.33 SROM, I believe, in it. And from there, that will open up the interface to allow you to choose your house, choose your class, choose your character name, etc. And basically from there, just await further instructions from the Senate. If you're watching this video after the launch, sorry, I don't have all the details yet. There's probably a lot more that you can do at this stage, but locking up that 0.33 SROM is what you need to do right now. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember that I've got a couple other good videos on Rome Dao Finance. I have one on how to buy it and stake it, so maybe that give you a little bit more details. You can check that out. You can also go to my site, dungeon.fyi, if you just want to get these kind of updates over email and you're not glued to your YouTube. And remember to hop into our Discord, because right now we're giving away a badass warp.bond/dungeon. Enter the dungeon branded NFT worth roughly around $1,000. So it's going to cost anyone who buys that and makes that NFT from scratch roughly around 1,000 USD. So it's a pretty great opportunity. Hop into the Discord, verify, go to announcements. You'll find all the details in there. And plus, the best thing of all, you'll be in the sweetest DJing community on the internet, just DeFi heads, tons of alpha being dropped in there all the time. You definitely don't want to miss out being in there. And another little bit of juicy alpha, if you get in there early before 1,000 members, I'm tagging you with 2 roles that are going to mean something big in the future, Cleric and Archmage. You want that. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Grand APYRPG on all of our horizons right now on Moonriver, Rome Dao Finance. For all my Romies out there, let's do this for Rome. The battle commences against the Etruscans soon. All right, you guys, stay safe. See you on the next video.